Hello, fellow fan geeks. It's your fangirl, Tally, and today we're doing something just a little different. EditorHubby says. So this is stuff EditorHubby wants me to watch. A lot of times he shows me stuff. Just shows it to me. Sometimes my response is what you see. Sometimes my response is I really don't care. So now you guys get to see my response before he even does. So this will be interesting. Let's do it. Today's video is an Elden Ring movie, Age of the Stars. It's on YouTube, so we'll have the link below. EditorHubby, said he did all the endings, and he says they're great movies and explains great stuff. So if you are a fan of the games, or even if you're not, I mean, I watched him play and I enjoyed that, so this is gonna be great for me. But it's by I believe it's VaatiVidya. All right, let's do this, guys. Yeah, that's 0.
The first war for Leonia was a clash of blue against gold, reason against faith, the stars against the Erdtree. Champions fought on either side, but none were as great as Renala and Radigan, who somehow put their differences aside. From this union, 3 children were born, each with Radigan's flaming red hair: Rykard, Radahn, and Rani. Of the 3, the Princess Rani was most favored by the mother. Caria was a matriarchal society, after all, and power would inevitably pass to her. So, with Renala leading her by the hand, she found it, her very own moon. But her moon would be eclipsed by the 2 fingers who spoke for the greater will. They schemed to have the young Empyrean follow their path, a puppet on their strings. And so they granted her a shadow, a half-wolf named Blythe, given to protect Rani, all in the name of the greater will.
What the hell?
But it was a mistake, and Rani and Blythe grew extremely close. So Rani grew older, with loyal allies by her side, and thanks to the greater will, she was never alone. Unlike her mother, who would be abandoned by Radigan. After this, Renala was no champion. She was destroyed by grief and left with nothing but Radigan's golden egg. Meanwhile, Radigan reforged his Moonlight Greatsword into a greatsword of order, showing his true colors as he embraced his other half. The sword was once a gift of betrothal. Not anymore. Suddenly bereft of her parents, Rani ventured deep into the woods, and there she found a new mentor, a snowy crone, well-versed in witchcraft, who taught the young Rani in the absence of her mother. In contrast to Rani, Radahn grew in admiration of the father, and in an unparalleled act of power, he mastered gravity magic and turned against the stars. Rykard, on the other hand, writhed and rankled against order, as did Rani, who would not acquiesce. And yet, her body belonged to the Golden Order, for she was a demigod, perhaps even more than she herself knew. So she devised a plot stealing death and forging it into black blades that could cast away her Empyrean flesh. And so, as order slowly fell apart, she set aside her great rune and left with Blythe and Iji, and was never seen again.
I am so lost. I feel like they've just told me the entire history of the world.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
Forget sometimes how violent these games are.
I bequeath to you this ring. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins, tarnished.
On Earth? The steed has horns.
Always a pleasure. Care to purchase anything? The howl of a wolf. In the Mistwood. I suppose he must still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolf's howl, make this signal right under the source. Don't fret. There is nothing to fear. I just have an inkling the two of you might hit it off.
It's early in the game, and you're desperate for your first quest. That howl has not stopped ever since you set foot here, and it comes from a rare high point in the Mistwood, one that peeks over its treetops. Here you can find the half-wolf named Blythe. It's as if he's looking for something, as if he's in need of information. So you can get his attention with the same signal that he and Kale must have set up to do trade.
Kale sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody. Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby, or so I've heard. Come tell me if you find him before I do. I can offer you ample reward. Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale.
Darrowell is a bloodhound knight, a sect of fighters who were trained as hunters and trackers. These beastly knights never speak, but they choose their own master and are supposed to be loyal to them for life. Even Renala had such an oath-sworn beast in her employ. And she also had Blythe, who is yet another half-wolven warrior who is defined by his loyalty. Perhaps it's for this reason that Blythe takes Darrowell's treachery so personally.
Hey!
Darrowell. Rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
Jesus, that was okay.
Right. There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize. Oh yes. I should say, if you venture north to Rea Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon. That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways.
Of course, we don't know the circumstances of Darrowill's traitorous acts, but we do know that Blythe is obsessed with loyalty, and here, perhaps, he is projecting his expectations of loyalty upon another.
Ah, then you met Blythe, did you? Wonderful. I'm glad I pointed you in his direction. He's boorish, blunt, and couldn't find his nose with both hands. But he's a good egg. I think the two of you are sure to find the best in one another.
Interesting.
After this, word of your exploits begins to spread, and the Church of Ella is engulfed by a strange sleep mist.
Sleep mist?
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word? A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Rena. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. Ah, as I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it.
You can call
From
it
ash and return to the Erdtree. The spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
The two fingers. So, long ago, great champions would gather at the round table and listen to the fingers, for they are envoys to the greater will, and the greater will is widely regarded as the ultimate power in the universe. So, the two fingers speak with its language of light, but they are far from benevolent, and it was the two fingers that forsook the Tarnished long ago when their grace was lost, only to welcome them back upon the shattering of the Elden Ring. Now they are wizened, trembling, and bent with age, yet still they shepherd members of the Round Table Hold, sharing incantations of light and warmth, but also shadows and silence. They have high hopes for the Tarnished, that even should they be wounded, even should they fall, that they will continue to fight for their duty. But many suspect that the fingers are corrupted, broken, their guidance skewed. For now, Grace leads you to Leonia, known for its vast forests and ever-present fog. In its north stands the Academy of Rea Lucaria. In the east, there is a high road that runs north to south, and the western coast has always been closely associated with Carian royalty, some of whom remain to this day. This is Iji, the Carian blacksmith that Blythe sent you to find.
Blythe actually did that? Did he? Quite a rare occurrence for such a guarded soul as he.
Wow.
Perhaps he sensed something unusual about you. At any rate, if you're friendly with Blythe, I will give you whatever guidance I can and pray for your success.
Well done. It's just
Long ago, trolls like
speechless,
Iji
guys. I
swore
can't
an
help
oath
it. I'm
to Queen
so
Renala of
into
Caria
what's
and
happening.
were eventually called into service to fight in her war against the
I'm just so
Golden
into
Order.
the story
Eventually,
and at a loss
Caria
for
and
words,
Rea
guys.
Lucaria
This is
would
incredible.
join with the Golden Order, only for Radigan to abandon Renala and then leave Leonia in this state of civil strife.
Oh my gosh.
But again, that was long ago.
brave, Tarnished. A word of warning, if you please. This territory once belonged to the Carian royal family. Their manor lies not far beyond this point. When the Raya Lucari Academy turned on the Carians, the Knights of the Cuckoo descended on this tract. After leveling it, they carried on to the manor. The Carians were taken off guard, but their strength had not waned, and they repelled the Knights' onslaught by conjuring an enchanted snare that remains potent to this day. That is why I say, Tarnished, don't go near the manor unless you wish to lie with the corpses of the heedless Knights of the Cuckoo.
Wow. Thank you.
Amidst Caria's enemies and treasure, the Knights of the Cuckoo live on, as puppets who are forced now to fight for the Carians that they once tried so hard to destroy.
Whoa.
Perhaps you'd be better off exploring Raya Lucaria, the academy that closed its doors to the world. After the shattering, the academy wisely declared that it wouldn't interfere and locked its gates. So it is that even now it's filled with scholars, or at least it was. These sorcerers dedicated themselves to glintstone research, and they venerated many masters. And their headmaster was Renala, who was also the Queen of Caria. But Renala disgraced herself by falling for Radigan, who left her witless and inane. So now there is this limited Carian presence in Raya Lucaria, except for a few loyalists who defend the Grand Library. For it is here that Renala remains, locked away with the Great Rune of the Unborn.
This is crazy.
Who could it be? A new friend.
The Unborn? Really?
Hush, little Calva. I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
Wait, are those her kids? What the? Wait, what?
Children born anew by Renala are all frail and short-lived, and Radigan's golden protection can only last so long. Renala's true defense lies in the golden egg, which is enchanted with a snare. It's a spell that conjures a version of Renala at the height of her power, something designed by the daughter to protect the mother.
Upon my name as Rani the Witch, Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee. Foul trespasser, send word far and wide of the last queen of Caria, Renala of the full moon, and the majesty of the night she conjureth.
What the hell? Okay, this is... What?
In this battle, Renala is defended by her oath-bound beasts, giants, and dragons that had partnered with her over her long age of wandering the lands between. For she was there at the beginning of it all.
Is that a dragon? I don't remember dragons. I mean, I didn't watch him play the whole game, guys, so... or every playthrough.
Little Rani, my dear daughter, weave thy night into being.
This was merely a fight against a conjured spirit, and yet those final words seem real. Back at Karia Manor, you progress towards the Three Sisters, towers that are defended by Adula, who is Rani's oath-sworn dragon. Adula was once a devourer of sorcerers, until she was bested by Rani, and subsequently she swore a knightly oath to her dark moon.
That's creepy.
She flees before we can defeat her, but we'll see her again before the end. For now, we're granted access to Rani's rise.
I thought you just...
Oh, again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Rena when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty, but tarnished. What business hast thou here? I have no memory of inking thee an invitation. No reason in particular thou claimest. Intriguing. Then mayhaps fate hath steered thee to this reunion. Wilt thou enter into my service? I am the witch Rani. I stole death long ago, and search now for the dark path, that I might one day upend the whole of it, and rid the world of all that came before. Well, has that roused thy interest? I see. A choice well made. Thou art a rare
So she's
sword.
gonna fix.
Not many would have accepted the offer,
She wants to
but I
fix
require as much of those under my command.
the
I anticipate
making undead
good work from
tarnished
me.
or whatever.
Then I ask we proceed
thought
with
the
haste. There is in my
finger
service a
guys
half-woven warrior
made
by the name
dead.
of Blythe. I would
Was
have thee
they
join
able
him
to make
in searching for the
the
hidden
tarnish
treasure of
because she
Nokron,
had
the
broken
Eternal
that
City.
death thing.
I have called for Blythe to greet thee below. Take from him the particulars.
Long time, friend. Blythe. If you've forgotten, glad to have you in the service of Mistress Rani. Well, getting right to business. I'm still in Limgrave. The eternal city of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land. I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there. Don't keep me waiting, eh?
And so, you go down, deep below the earth, to an ancient civilization that predates any others that are found on the surface. Here, ancestral followers and claymen persist well outside the purview of the Erd Tree. But built amidst these ancient ruins is a newer, still ancient city, Nokron, an eternal city where people of the night were banished to long ago for their treason. But their legacy lives on in E.G., Blythe, Rani, and now you.
These are the wolf people.
Good to see you. Apologies, mate, but I don't have much to report. I can see bloody Nokron right above me, but I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail. Perhaps it's time to ask Celibus. I recall that spiteful little rat acting like he knew something. Let's give him a squeeze. Show him just how sharp my teeth are. I
Okay.
jest. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I should check on some things here. Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right. If either of us learns anything, we tell the other. Right?
Okay.
And so, you go to confront Celibus. Seluvis was once a preceptor, a teacher of magic who served the Carrion royals. When Radigan married Renala, these preceptors were ordered to don masks of confidence, mouths stitched shut with gold thread, to make it clear that all their matters were to be kept strictly private, because Radigan was hiding a secret. And that secret was that, of course, Radigan was also Marika. And Seluvis also has many secrets of his own.
Wait,
You must be
Radigan
Rani's
was
new
also
hireling.
a woman?
Yes, I've heard all about you.
Marika.
I don't
Was
know
it
what it is the
Marika,
mistress
his
sees in
wife?
a provincial
sister?
tarnished like
Or-
you.
I...
But since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I am Seluvis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts.
As loathsome as Seluvis is, it seems he knows something about Nokron.
Well, you're asking me about that, are you? The task was left to you and the mongrel, was it not? Not only are you incompetent, but shameless to boot. Well, there's no helping it. Now's as good a time as any. I'll let you in on it. There's a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Selene in Limgrave. She owes me for the help I gave her when she was expelled from the academy. I asked her to look into the matter some time ago. I'll write you a letter of introduction. Go ask her.
So he doesn't know how to get to Nokron, but he does know someone who might. Selene was expelled from Raya Lucaria for her research into the primeval current, and among other things, these dark arts taught Selene how to slice open her heart and imbue a primal glintstone with her soul.
What?
Selene is still in hiding, but you eventually track her down. Or what's left of her, anyway.
This is such a bizarre
Tarnished
story.
are you? I am Jaren, foolish old warrior and witness. You didn't know Selene, did you? Well, whatever the case, she's dead now. It is strange, though. The woman, she was like a husk. Her soul already fled. I suspect Selene lives on elsewhere. I'm sure she'll turn up eventually, in another body.
The knight, Jaren, once served the Carrion royals as a war commander for their general Radahn. Naturally then, he was also familiar with the Carrion royal blacksmith, Iji.
Well, I haven't heard that name in an age. Then you must serve Princess Rani. The next time you speak to Iji, tell him this. The Festival of Radahn will surely set Rani's fate back into motion. By the by, is that old fool still hammering out weapons? His enormous frame cramped in that little place? Bit of a haughty sort. Strange fella when I knew him. And funny thing, his swords were all blunt as stone, but not one of them decayed when faced with the scarlet rot.
Jaren shares a long history with his general, Radahn. The man preferred a nomadic existence, and yet, before long, he became sworn to Radahn, bound by an oath of honorable death. So Jaren was there when Radahn conquered the stars, and he remained by his side, even after the scarlet rot brought the general to his knees, for he had an oath to keep, a promise to bring Radahn an honorable death, even if it meant releasing the night sky from his grasp.
Jaren. Now that's a name I haven't heard for a while. Oh no. Wait, how did I not see it before? I ought to retire as war counselor for such a gross oversight. Let me explain. The fate of the Carrion royal family is guided by the stars, as is the fate of Lady Rani, first heir in the Carrion royal line. But General Radahn is the conqueror of the stars, who stood up to the swirling constellations, halting their movement in a smashing victory. And so, if General Radahn were defeated, the stars would once again resume their movement, as would Lady Rani's destiny.
So although he has lost his mind to rot, Radahn still somehow keeps the stars and Rani's fate in stasis. This is why you need him dead.
So Rani's fate is kept in stasis by Starscourge Radahn. I'll be on my way to this festival of Radahn then. You're coming too, right? To Radahn's festivities. I'll meet you at Redmane Castle in Caelid. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang.
Sword and fan? Scarlet Rot doesn't sound like something good.
Ah, there you are. Took your sweet time. The players are all made up.
Hell since then.
I'm waiting for the curtain. Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me. For Rani's sake, too.
Champions! Welcome!
Hey,
The
isn't he?
stars have aligned! The festival is nigh! General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you! Champions! Prepare for battle! Defeat the General, claim glory, and grab that great rune! A celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
What on earth? Okay. What? Yeah! Yeah! Oh! The pot guy! I love him! I remember him! Oh, bonk hammer! Bonk. He loves the bonk hammer. EditorHubby's favorite thing. That and this big ass sword. I don't know where it... Oh! Ow! You! Dude! How is he not dead? Somebody give the pot a weapon. What is going on there?
Well played, good sir. My thanks to you and your razor-sharp wits. Then there's nothing left to say, except I am Iron Fist Alex.
Oh no! What? They killed Alexander! How is he undead? You jerk! Hey! He doesn't get to die and be stronger! Hey, no! Don't kill the wolf guy! You jerk! You don't get boulders too! Yeah! Oh, the stars.
We can't really be certain why Radahn was holding back the stars. Was it to defend his home? Or was it on behalf of the Golden Order? Or did he simply have something to prove? Whatever the case, with his death, Rani's fate is immediately freed from stasis, and a falling star tears through the earth in Limgrave, opening a direct path for her and you to Nokron.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared. By Radahn.
Oh, wow.
And you. And did you see that afterwards? A falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one.
Wow.
And the path has now been cleared. To Nokron, where Rani's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our souls once more. For Mistress Rani.
That was incredible, guys.
You finally come. Blythe told me everything. You've defeated General Radan, unlocking the stars. There is no parallel to your achievement.
God, that's beautiful.
Nor to Lady Rani's acute judgment of character. Thanks to you, Lady Rani's fate once again stirs. Oh, Blythe wanted me to tell you not to bother waiting for him and head straight to Nokron. Blythe has been given an important task. Apparently, a matter of great urgency. You need not await Blythe. Descend underground alone, with a fallen star-struck Limgrave, and make it yours. The precious treasure of Nokron, so that Lady Rani may tread the dark path of the Empyrean.
And so, you scramble through the debris left by a falling star and finally make your way towards Nokron. This is one of 3 eternal cities, to where a race called the Nox were banished long ago, for somehow they had invoked the ire of the Greater Will, and the Nox were forbidden from returning to its surface. We don't know exactly what they did to deserve this eternal entombment, but it probably had to do with a weapon, the treasure of Nokron, a finger-slayer blade, born of a corpse and drenched in blood and said to be capable of harming the Greater Will and its vassals. So it was that the Nox became nothing more than another civilization that had lost its fate, sharing their ruins with Silvertears, listless treasure hunters, and the songs of the ancestral followers. This is Nokron.
They banished an entire civilization underground. How are there stars underground? This is incredible. The landscapes, this entire thing is just amazingly beautiful, guys. I know I'm quiet a lot, but this is just incredible. I am stunned. I mean, he just used a game, right? So this is all visuals from the game. This is the story. I mean, no wonder you guys who play these games
But now
are so
that Radan's
obsessed.
death has freed the fate in the night sky, we are able to discover Nokron's treasure. This is what Blythe was sent to find, yet we are the ones to claim it, so that
This is
Rani can
awesome.
finally usher in the stars and bring about her age of night.
Ah, it was thee, not Blythe it seemeth. Even in my slumber I sensed it. It is in thy possession, is it not? The hidden treasure of Nokron. My thanks. Finally all the pieces are in place. Soon must I begin my journey. Upon the dark path only I may tread. But before I leave, I must entrust thee with this. Take it. My thanks for thy sterling efforts. My discarded flesh lieth beyond the seal unlocked by it. A strange gift, perhaps. But a rare sort such as thee would welcome it, I'm sure.
Discarded
I want to talk about
flesh.
Rani's dark path. She had to do some pretty terrible things to get here. For example, she stole destined death and sacrificed her own corporeal flesh to rid herself of the hold that the fingers had over her. And to her, this was necessary
Wow.
in order to rid the world of all that came before and upend the whole of it.
Wow.
But her her sacrifice wasn't all that was required. For Destin's death demanded a body and a soul, so another demigod was very carefully selected, and she chose Godwyn the Golden. By killing him, Rani could at once shed her body and strike a terrible blow to the Golden Order as well, ridding them of Godwyn the Golden, who was probably the very best of them. We all know what happens to Godwyn, so you have to ask, does Rani's end justify the means?
I am certain now. Fate steered us to our first encounter. I must thank Torrent too for his part.
Oh, there you are. Good of you to drop by. Have you heard? Lady Rani has departed on her journey along the dark path of Empyrean, from Rena's Rise, as she calls it. It would not have been possible without you. As Lady Rani's war counselor, and moreover, her childhood warden, I express my deepest gratitude. You and only you were Lady Rani's true champion. My purpose is nearing its end. I've served Lady Rani for as long as I can remember. It has been a long and wondrous journey. Now Lady Rani is in your hands. I pray that you serve her well, unto the very end.
So we decide to take the portal at Rena's Rise. This tower is likely named after the snowy crone that taught Rani her sorcery. Rani modeled her doll after that mentor, and Rani and the doll that she inhabits are busy somewhere on the other side of this portal, which leads to the Ainsel River, which flows underneath Liurnia, underneath the Moonlight Plateau. Here you find a miniature doll, a tiny replica of Rani that she likely devised so that she could advance unseen in this place. For her two fingers are close, and their baleful shadows are even closer, prowling, looking for trespassers, looking for her.
Oh, a dogged fellow, aren't we? Or is it merely thy habit to talk to dolls? Fine. Fine. I hadn't expected any soul to recognize me in this guise. But now the cat is out the bag. I cannot allow thee thy freedoms. Perform for me a service as recompense. Eliminate the baleful shadows which prowl these lands. The name of Rani the Witch is already sullied by thee. I will not brook disobedience in this matter.
What?
So Rani is here, trying to get close to her fingers so that she can kill them and finally finish what she started long ago. Even without Rani's body to puppeteer, her two fingers still command great power. Remember, these are the mouthpieces of the greater will. They conjure great light, and so, naturally, also have the power to cast living shadows. The baleful shadows are one such example, and the shadows of the Empyrean are another. But even the two fingers are capable of erring in their judgment.
Let us speak of the past a while. I was once an Empyrean, of the demigods. Only I, Mikola, and Melania could claim that title. Each of us was chosen by our own two fingers, as a candidate to succeed Queen Marika, to become the new god of the coming age, which is when I received Blythe, in the form of a vassal tailored for an Empyrean. But I would not acquiesce to the two fingers. I stole the rune of death, slew mine own Empyrean flesh, casting it away. I would not be controlled by that thing. The two fingers and I have been cursing each other ever since, and the baleful shadows are their assassins.
Soon you size up against a baleful shadow, which naturally resembles Blythe.
Oh no.
It's easy to imagine then why someone might doubt his loyalty.
Even when I turned my back upon the two fingers, Blythe remained my loyal ally. Though he was created a vassal for an Empyrean, he was a colossal failure on the part of the two fingers. Blythe and E.G. both aren't willing to give too much to me, yet they both understand what lieth beyond the dark path, that I must betray everything and rid the world of what came before. Should I add thee to the list? Another one, kind of heart. As kind of heart as they.
Wow.
This form hath loosened my tongue. I've let slip too much. Forget what thou'st heard. Forget.
Perhaps the baleful shadows are what the fingers think Blythe should have been. Red phantoms, without Blythe's greatsword of frost and with blades of destined death. Instead, a tool that only the agents of order have any right to wield now.
Makes sense. Oh. Forget how just... I should not be caught off guard. I should be used to this by now, right? This is such a cool move, guys.
O Shadow, thou art the last. Tell the two fingers that Rani the witch cometh to rend thy flesh with a fateful wound, ne'er to heal.
Jesus, that was not nice. Where'd you get a scythe from?
Beautifully fought. My thanks. 'Twas more of a challenge than I envisioned. Now I can finally stand before them. This is farewell, my dear. Tell Blythe and E.G. I love them.
This whole time, Blythe couldn't be at Rani's side, fighting on her behalf, so you had to be instead. E.G. led you to believe that Blythe was sent away on more important matters. But what could be more important than this? So you return to Liurnia and confront him on the matter.
Very well. There is something you should know. The two fingers gave Blythe to Lady Rani as a faithful follower. Her very shadow, incapable of treachery. But if Lady Rani, as an Empyrean, resists being an instrument of the two fingers, the shadow will go mad, transforming from a follower into a horrid curse. But such is his destiny. In such matters, Blythe's own thoughts hold no weight. It pains me so. But he must be neutralized. For Lady Rani's sake.
No. What? But he's gotta kill him?
So E.G. had Blythe locked away in an Everjail in Limgrave. Incidentally, it's the exact same cell that a supposedly traitorous bloodhound once occupied. And now, the half-wolf is here. Imprisoned not for any treachery, but to prevent it.
Oh, it's you. It's me, Blythe. Old E.G. trapped me here. Told me I'd bring naught but bale to Lady Rani. But there's no chance that could happen. I'm part of a being. A very shadow. I thought old E.G. knew as much. Honestly, I don't know what's going on anymore. My thanks, friend. I'm going to see Mistress Rani now. I don't know what came over old Iji, but even if the odds are slim, I need to check the mistress is safe. Now, Rani can finally set in motion the fight against her fate she's dreamt of for so long.
As you can see, Blythe is still in control, even as the two fingers are nearing their death at the hands of Rani. Yet Blythe remains this living contradiction, forced to be loyal to two parties who are at complete odds with one another. Iji believes that this should drive him mad, especially this close to the end, at the final stage of Rani's ultimate betrayal, but it hasn't. According to Carian tradition, the Princess of Caria is supposed to give a ring and sword to her chosen consort. But Rani locked away her ring of betrothal in the Grand Library and engraved it with a warning instead, telling you not to take the ring from this place, warning that the solitude beyond the night is better left for her alone. But you ignore her and follow doggedly in her path.
I thought I might expound a little further upon the order I envision. Mine will be an order not of gold, but the stars and moon of the chill night. I would keep them far from the earth beneath our feet. As it is now, life and souls and order are bound tightly together. But I would have them at a great remove, and have the certainties of sight, emotion, faith, and touch all become impossibilities, which is why I would abandon this soil with mine order. Wouldst thou come to me even now?
What on earth? I don't think I understand.
Essentially, Rani's order would be one that is largely removed from the world. The goddess that spearheads it would be unreachable. She would not accept the love of the masses, their worship, their offerings, none of it. This differs greatly from Marika's Golden Order, which demanded veneration. It wiped out other ideologies, it grafted those it couldn't wipe out onto itself, and gave the world absolute evils to contend with, all with Marika as its figurehead. So to bring about such drastic change, it's no surprise that Rani has to go to extreme lengths. To become her lord, you have to find your own way to the Moonlight Plateau, past a malformed star, ring of betrothal in hand, to a place defended by Rani's oath-sworn dragon, the Cathedral of Manus Celis. The word Celis means heavenly, but the word Manus means of the hand. So you learn that it's here that Rani's own heavenly hand had settled, two fingers that brazenly lurk underneath the cathedral named after them, two fingers that know there is no weapon that could kill them, except for the Fingerslayer blade, the legacy of the eternal city of Nokron, which was finally put to use by Rani herself.
Wow. Not maidens. Rani was his maiden all along. I get it now. Oh, and her eye. Oh, it makes more sense now.
So it was thee who would become my lord. Perhaps I needn't have warned thee. I am pleased, however. Thou art a fitting choice. I go now to the night sky. It is there I shall find mine order. I bid thee travel the path of the Lord, and once all is done, we shall see each other once more.
Rani's sigil is a full moon, cold and leaden, and this sword is a beam of its very light, gifted by a carrion queen upon her spouse to honor long-standing tradition. So it was you that would become Rani's lord, not Blythe, who was forced to wait while you fulfilled the role of shadow and consort. With the two fingers dead, something has indeed broken in Blythe, but somehow he still remains loyal to Rani. The law states that Blythe would have defied destiny itself if it would have had him turn upon his lady. But Rani was always destined for the dark path. Since there falls no shadow where there shines no sun, Rani leaves her shadow behind.
No. I'm part of her very being. I could never betray her, no matter what might happen.
Stop. Please.
Rani. She needs me.
Guys, what? Guys. No.
You walked the same path as Blythe for so long, but in the end, only you can go on.
Oh.
Promise to look after Blythe for me, will you? The man is honest to a fault. But fortunately, now he has you.
No.
Before Blythe's death, he was attacked by a group of black knives. It's impossible to know who sent them or why they acted as they did, but if they've gone after Blythe, then it follows that their next target would be Iji.
Unthinkable. How could Blythe? How did he break free from his cell? No. More importantly, Blythe became a curse that plagued Lady Rani. Yet even in madness, gave himself to her. I've made a grave misjudgment. And I thought myself a capable war counselor. I'll catch up with you soon enough, Blythe. When I do, I only hope you'll accept my apology. Go as you must, Lady Rani, along the path of darkness.
Inevitably, Iji dies fighting as well, destined to catch up with Blythe in death, as you escape the consequences and continue along the path to Elden Lord.
Guys, I didn't like that part. I didn't like that part at all. That was not nice.
In this ending, the Elden Ring is set aside completely, to be eclipsed by the moon, as it was long ago, back when fate was still in the night sky, in the age before the Erd Tree, before the Elden Ring commanded the stars.
The battle is over, I see.
What on earth?
I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness.
So, Rani's order will still exist, but it will never again be seen, believed in, or touched by the living. To bring this about, her sacrifice is absolute. She has to leave and never return. But at least she'll still have you.
Well then, shall we?
Oh, wow.
My fair consort eternal.
So you get to be with her forever. That's kind of romantic.
Thank
I
you
like that.
for watching. You know, despite being one of the most convoluted quest lines that From Software has ever devised, Rani's ending is the most popular ending in Elden Ring. It speaks to the power that this narrative has, that so many of you took the time to have your playthroughs defined by it. And that's why we wanted this Prepare to Cry episode to be the best of all. So, special thanks then to everyone else who made this project what it was. First and foremost to MissPap1, who was my project partner, my editor, and capture artist. He also gave really valuable insight on which parts of my script worked and which didn't, and all of this wouldn't have been what it was without his help. And then there's John Devlin, the artist for Prepare to Cry's awesome visual introductions.
Oh, wow.
We set out to create scenes that players were never able to see in-game, and I think we achieved that goal. John put a monumental amount of effort into this art, and I'm so appreciative of that.
It's
And then it was
gorgeous.
Xavier who brought this art to life, animating it and never complaining, even though I was probably really annoying whenever I requested a ton of changes. So, huge
I
props
can
to
understand
Xavier.
that.
And then there was Arcane Bard, who worked on the sound effects and music for this introduction, bringing it to a whole new level where the music and sound effects could perfectly match the tone of what's seen on screen. That is so difficult to do, but they nailed it. Finally, Alex Rowe contributed the music for the Nokron scene. He took a few notes of music that the ancestral shamans sing, and he turned it into this fully fledged masterpiece that was
Wow.
just amazing to show off.
I thought that was the music from the
But
game.
finally,
I did not
thank you
realize
to you
they
guys.
did that.
Your views and your support on Patreon, or you buying merchandise, all of that just allows me to justify spending a lot of money
making sure this was
commissioning
liked.
the most talented people out there for these projects. So thank you for enabling all of this. This marks the end of the 5 main episodes of Elden Ring Prepare to Cry, which we wanted to be really epic in scale because all of these are based around some of the most powerful stories, each corresponding to an ending in the game. There are still more Prepare to Cry videos that we want to make, and there are definitely more lore videos I want to make, but they'll probably have to wait until I've spent some good time with Armored Core. So this is kind of goodbye to Elden Ring content for a little while, but I'll be back.
Wow, guys, I am sorry I was so quiet through all of that, but it was amazing. Like, whoa. Go watch this yourselves. Seriously, just go watch it. There are, you heard him, there are 5 of these. I'm watching the other 4. Do you guys want to see them? Do you guys want to see me watch them? Let me know. Comment below. Seriously, what did you guys think? Was this incredible? I'm not a gamer. I'm not. I'm just not. The last thing I played was probably Mario Brothers 3. I mean, I'm not that girl. So yeah, I mean, I played Tetris on the reg. Does that count? I don't think so. So yeah, but this was amazing. I just can't. I don't have the words, and I always have the words. I have all the words, and I don't have them this time. Dude, you are incredible. Holy crap, you're incredible. Guys, please remember to like this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And again, please comment. Let me know what you thought. Do you want to see the other 4? I'm watching them regardless of whether I record them. I'm not joking. Wow, guys. Okay. I'll see you next time. Bye.